In today's episode of Help, I Sexted my boss.
Jordan's late and hanging in the studio.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. William keeps us all awake with his Etiquettemology of the week.
Such a bitch.
That was very boring this week.
And we've got your dilemmas about dog poo on someone's face and toenails on someone's lip.
Am I an hour and 15 minutes late or 45 minutes late?
The former.
An hour and 15?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I've just got back from up north.
None of us saw this coming.
No, sorry.
No.
I feel like you're all a bit annoyed with me here.
No, we're really not. We are just so chill because we've got all the jobs done.
Oh, okay.
We've had little chats.
All right. Well, here we go.
It's all good.
Hello and welcome to Help, I Sexted my boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas, like how do you drop a subtle hint that you want an Easter egg from your partner? Should I wear a hat if I'm going to Flamstead or let the hawk have a go?
It's been caught though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You'd be buggered. It's going for bold men, isn't it?
Listen, you turn up late and then you start with all this.
And what should you do? I've been gripped by that story. And what should you do if you've accidentally
You're going to be gripped by me in a minute.
What should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not. Jordan North, radio presenter. I'm more hot cross bun, you're more hot shaved tum. And that is a reference to something that happened off-air last week when Jordan whipped up his top to show us your little shaved abdomen.
I'd vetoed, and I was told that I looked like a chicken carcass, which was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
EPB created the hot cross bun, hot shaved tum one, by the way.
Hot shaved tum. Yeah.
Well, you were certainly a shaved tum.
Okay, not a hot one.
No.
Let's have a drink, shall we?
Let's have a drink. Do you need another drink?
Oh.
Sounds like you've had a...
I'm rough, I'm not going to lie.
So you were at your new godson's baptism.
Yeah, christening.
Same thing. And how did that go?
It was very well. I think we got in the pub at 12:30 and I left at 9:30 last night.
And where was what time was the baptism?
The baptism was at 10. I had to go to the baptism was at 11:20. I had to go to the service. Cheers. Who should we toast to?
Well, I'd like to toast to Tracy and all of our marathon running G&Divas who have messaged to say that they were listening to us whilst running either the Brighton Marathon or the London Landmarks Half. To all of you. To all of you. Run, and watch that nipples for chafing and scrot rot. They have run. Oh, they have run.
Yes. Well done, you.
Well done. You did it. I was in church at 10 o'clock, also hungover. I'd not had a brew or anything, so at half time, they brought cups of tea. Sorry. I don't think any sort of service has a half time. Well, they had an hour of church. Yeah, but you don't have an interval. As well. I got blessed. I had to do my thing. Take more than that. I know. Well, this is the thing. So I had at half time before the actual christening, so I had to go to the service. There's no half time. I had a brew and a biscuit, a custard cream. Let me tell you, it's probably one of the best brews I've ever had in my life yesterday. We were in a mug. And it's funny you say that because Claire, who is Naomi's sister, she was also the godmother. Okay. And she said, and I got the giggles, she said, God help us when us two go up there, we're going to burn on the spot. And I was like, oh, yeah. She's funny, Claire, she's my favourite. And then I got the giggles as well because this little old lady, she stood up, she's in front of me, and her skirt was tucked into her knickers. Bless her. Oh, was she a relative or was it? No, she was like at the service, and then I was like, I didn't know what to do, and every time she sat down and stood up, it got worse and worse. And so then I've got the giggles, and I'll try not to laugh. I find that when I'm in churches or environments where you're not meant to laugh, you just laugh. You end up getting the giggles. More. And I always remember a supposed quote of the late Queen. And someone had asked her once, this is an anecdote, obviously I don't know if this is true, but why do you always look so miserable? Or words to that effect. And she had responded with, if I'm looking really miserable, it's normally because I'm really trying hard not to laugh. Because really? She knew that it would be very inappropriate if she laughed. So that's her sort of to counter that, she had to go the other way. Really? Which I quite like, because I think she did have a good sense of humour. God, I do like a good christening. When was the last time you went to one? Eleanor's? 2 years ago. Yeah, it was sweet. And then Harrison, it was he got bored after an hour. So during the baptism, he started roaring like a tiger. Okay.
And he actually, and then they were chatting, he'd be like, rah, going up to people and going, rah, pretending to be a tiger. So that sent me west.
And how old is he?
Two and a half. But the best thing was, the ceremony, they give you like a paper.
The order of service.
Yeah, the order of service. I had it in hanging because he was being a tiger. He just took a bite out of the paper.
Oh.
He just started eating paper and chewing it, going, rah! And I was like, giggling. And Rick said to me, I hope he don't go up. He's in a hitting stage, bless him. I hope he don't
hit the vicar.
I hit the vicar. But it was good. It was a really good day. And we went to the Finney, my old haunt.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was
Is there a plaque?
Not yet, no.
No, not yet.
It was, I drank a lot of Guinness. Oh, no, I went on lager yesterday. Weather's out. I only had a few Guinness. I moved to lager.
You're rubbing your face a lot.
Am I?
Yes.
I'm rough.
Okay.
Really good chili. Really good chili they had. Usually do hot pot. So,
It's because the weather's out. It's a different thing. They find that, supposedly with baptisms and christenings, that if the child sort of screams whilst they're sort of, having their head wet and that sort of thing, it means that they're crying the devil out. So you sort of, supposedly, you want your child to make a bit of a noise. And if they say nothing, the devil's still in them. Apparently I was very quiet at mine.
Yeah, he was quiet as well. I can imagine, You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, yes, an Elvis song.
Yeah. Oh, my God, it was such a good day. It was
that's nice.
Really, really, it was good to see everyone.
Photos look lovely.
Yeah. I seen our Brad's turned up as well, and Dominic.
Did he?
And the babies, yeah.
That's lovely. Nice to all come together.
Brad's came and then had to leave because Lucas had pooed as soon as he got there. The joys of being a parent.
And Lucas is what, 1?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went, I think he's pooed. He went, no, I've just changed him. I went, and then it turned out they went to change him and it was just, he just trumped. In church. So he'd gone, so then he were annoyed with me. So I've just changed him. Now I've changed him again. They're not there.
Well, better to be safe than sorry.
There you go.
Everything else all right?
Yeah, all good. All good. How are you? What's going on in your...
You're on a couple of weeks off from Capital, aren't you?
I know, yeah. I've got 2 weeks off. I had a lie-in
One
today.
more week now.
I've got 1 more week off, yeah. It was nice. I had a lie-in.
Lovely.
Been lying in.
Sounds like you needed it.
What else is going on in your world? What are you whinging about this week?
My mother is quite insistent that she wears a Capital FM tagged hoodie.
Has she got one?
No.
Oh, I can sort one out.
But she'd quite like one.
Oh, she's a big fan. She listens every morning.
But at what age should you stop wearing a hoodie? Because I think the answer is 25.
Oh, really? Oh, so no, I love a hoodie.
Look, Producer Ben's in a hoodie, coincidentally. I actually hadn't spotted that.
What age should you stop wearing a hoodie?
Hi, guys. Well, I'm not over it. I've gone back onto it. I feel like in my 20s I was off it, but now I'm back to hoodies.
Why? Is it because you're desperately clutching on to your youth?
Clinging on. And the other thing that just this always reminds me of you, William.
Yeah.
In a sort of, you decided that it's not acceptable to run for trains post 30.
Yeah.
I have never run for more trains in my life than since I turned 30.
Oh, I can sort out a Capital breakfast hoodie. No problem. I'll sort that out. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do them in a range of colours?
They're usually in white.
Oh, no, but don't you do an orange one?
Potentially.
If you do, she'd love orange. Orange is her favourite colour.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a white and orange one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she'd love that.
Oh, I'll send her one out.
I don't really want her to wear it because I think, my mother's just a few years older than 25 and I don't think she should be wearing hoodies.
Such a big fan. And of course, you've got a member of your family now, a part of the global family as well.
Yes, indeed, yes. In fact, James he went into, my brother has joined LBC and LBC News, and he went to go and do some sort of test or whatever you do, demo. And he said it was very nice because they got Jordan to come and personally welcome me at reception. I think coincidentally you might have been leaving the building. And James said that you because it was about like 10:15.
I was fuming.
And I don't normally leave the building this early.
Right, I never get out.
You were very insistent.
I told him 3 times because when I usually leave at 10, go for a cig, post one, and then I know I'm quitting. And then everyone always says bye, and I go, no, I'm not leaving. But that day I was leaving at 10:15 because I had to come back at 1:30 to interview Elton John.
Yeah.
I went to Elton John's house. So that's why I was leaving that time.
Yes.
So, which was mental. But yeah, I seen him and welcomed him along.
Which is very nice, yes. If you could sort her out a hoodie, that would be...
Does she want an LBC one as well for James?
Oh, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Won't get anything Sexted branded, but,
Are we just going to gloss over the fact I went to Elton John's house? You're not going to ask me anything about that?
I'm so sorry. Tell me about Elton John's house.
I can't. I've signed an NDA. So. Sorry.
Well, then why did you ask me to ask you about it?
No, it was good. It was really good.
I think also with NDAs, you're not even meant to say that you've signed the NDA. So,
are you not?
Yeah.
Oh, it was really good. He was lovely. Meeting one of your idols is nice. I gave him a portrait of me to put above his bed because, I've got one of him above mine. And he...
I'm sure that'll be used.
So I gave him that and I thought, it was quite funny. It didn't quite land, the joke, but it was quite funny. And then I got back to the office and the portrait was there. So he didn't take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. How does the portrait come down in your bedroom then?
No. Because I've got him above my bed in the spare room.
Yeah. You be the better person.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What else has been going on?
Well, also in Sarah Hansen related news, I just get a random text in the family group going, "What is bad chem?" And she quite likes Sabrina Carpenter, her songs. She'll fit right in wearing her hoodie. And I think she means bed chem.
Bed chem.
And I believe that means like chemistry in the sheets.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it does. It's bed chem. So it's like, exactly that.
Needless to say, Mikey James and I just did not respond.
You should have done.
We left that.
You should have said it's how good you are in the sack.
I would then get a further clarifying text, actually.
She knows the birds and the bees. She's not stupid.
No, but it's just not a conversation you want to have with your mother.
Could Jordan explain it on a voice note now to Sarah?
No.
Come on. No, I can't.
Okay, let's demo it. Pretend I've got my phone out.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, darling.
No, it's a voice note. It's one way, darling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. It's Jordan here. Hope you're good. Can't wait to see you and Brian again soon. Just to let you know that I also love Bed Chem. It's my favourite Sabrina Carpenter song. Bed Chem is actually all about chemistry in bed. It actually means, how can I put this? It means shagging. So it's about like sex and how good you are and what the chemistry's like between two lovers, a man and a woman and a woman, a man and a man.
A person and a person.
A person and a person in bed. But yeah, wait till you...
No, let's just...
No. What's the... is it Chapel Roan song? The Giver? Yeah. Oh. It's about having sex. Hi, Sarah. It's all about having sex with a strap on, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the part. Yeah, it is. A lot of people thought you were fingering Sarah, but it turns out she was... she said it was a strap on. That's also a song we're playing.
And can you wonder why my favourite song is Alicia Dixon's The Boy Does Nothing?
We're not a sex podcast,
No.
Sarah. Is this still on? Or should we finish it there? Anyway, hope to see you soon. Bye.
Yes, well, thank you. I'm glad we role-played that. We'll not be sending that at all.
What's your plans for Easter?
I'm going to Berlin.
Of course you are,
Yes, I'm going to, I think you've kept the bed warm for me, as it were. So I'll slip right in behind you and enjoy Berlin.
Oh.
See, I've never been.
I lived there when I was younger.
Yeah, but you weren't in the centre, were you?
Yeah, I've just got back. It was great.
Okay.
You'll love it.
Oh, good. Lovely.
It's fabulous. It's really lovely people. Great food as well.
Do you still eat Easter eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I buy myself one. No one buys me one. But now I buy myself a nice one.
Do you eat them before Easter?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Did you ever used to scratch your name, carve your name in it in the fridge so no one would eat yours?
Oh, Jordan, I would eat one.
No, you know when you because we don't. I was one of 4. Did you do that? Is that what?
Has Ben just had a flashback?
No, that's just blown my mind.
Yeah, so you'd like break your egg and then with other piece of the broken chocolate you'd put Jordan's on it. What? Did you do that as well?
How do you remember that?
That's how my mind works. I'm relatable. What can I say?
Do you want to do more lobster chat?
I don't have lobster, although I do. I'm going to treat myself to a lint egg.
Oh no! You see, I don't like the posh egg. I like really cheap chocolate.
Yeah, so do I.
But you've just said lint.
I like Galaxy as well.
Yeah, anything like that. Nothing too highbrow. What are you doing for Easter?
I'm going to Casa El Norte or whatever Mum's. That's what the name is on the villa.
Casa
El Norte, House of North. That's what it says. She's got it in tiles on her house.
Has she genuinely got that?
Yeah.
Oh, that is hilarious.
What? Did you not know that?
No.
Got
it for years. Well, it's Casa El Norte. Which means House of North.
I love it.
I'll send you a picture.
Please. Yeah, of a little tile thing.
And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what, and I love it. And this isn't me taking the piss out. I'll take a picture of all the signs she's got up.
Oh, yes.
I did that last time I went there.
Is it Live, Laugh, Love in Spanish?
No, she's not got Live, Laugh, Love, but it's like a house isn't a home unless there's gin or... Is it Gina Clark?
Yeah.
Or if you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be a sweet and wipe the seat. So there's
nice.
This house is full of love, gin, and dogs, something like that. You know, all those,
two of which I keep in the freezer.
You know, all those, all those signs. Yeah, I've not been since Frank died.
Oh,
they've got a memorial of him.
Memorial.
Yeah,
it's where you remember.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I'm going to there. I knew you'd love that. It was called Casa El
Norte.
Yeah.
I love it.
So just going there for a session weekend.
That's nice. Well, you have a nice time.
I will.
Send my love.
I will. What else is going on?
Well, I'm getting ready to go to America.
You are. You're plugging your book out there, aren't you? Promoting your book.
Well, yes, the launch of the North American edition.
Oh, okay.
Which we should say is actually slightly different from the British edition.
Is it? How?
Yeah. Well, it's got a different cover.
Okay. Is it like Harry Potter, different title?
Yes. Different spelling, obviously.
Of what?
Words.
Oh.
Color.
Oh, really?
Favorite. Yeah, that sort of thing. So they understand it. And we've got a new appendix and a new introduction.
Taken out.
No. Well, they were taken out of the British book, but they've gone back into the American.
Okay.
But it's very good, and I've got lots of events, and I'd love to see some of our North American G&Divas.
Yes.
Well, we've said every time we go to New York, it's normally, for me, there's one street in the meatpacking district, say nothing, where I can be standing, normally waiting for a taxi, and there's always a G&Diva that goes past me. Always, it's happened 3 times in more or less the same spot.
Blows my mind that people listen to us in America. So yeah, our American friends, where can they go and see you?
Well, on launch day on the 27th of May, May the 27th.
Oh, there
you see, getting into the American lingo. You can come to the Strand Bookshop near Union Square in New York. And then on the 29th, May the 29th, you can come to Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
You're going to New Jersey?
New Jersey.
I've never been to New Jersey.
I'm told it's the Essex of that part of the world. Is how it was described to me.
I've flown into what airport?
Newark.
Newark's New Jersey, isn't it?
Well, can you remember when Mike and I went to New York in January? That was the whole drama with the gate when we went to the wrong gate because it's Newark and New York. And of course, and they're 2 flights at the same time. But yes, Newark is in New Jersey.
You and Mikey have told me that story about 4 times.
No, we have.
I just feel like it's going to be your new dinner party story that
Jordan
you tell.
North, do not come at me with stories that we have heard once or twice.
You nearly missed a flight, but oh God, they tell it from start to finish. It goes on and on. It's like, we nearly missed a flight. And then I started running and Mikey started running and I like to sit down and chip. Bless you. Yeah.
Well, okay. We shall see.
Are you doing any shows, any TV shows or radio shows out there?
Yes, but I can't say.
Oh. What are you doing?
Because nothing's confirmed. So that's why. But there's,
Are you doing any like big shows?
Who knows?
Oh.
Potentially.
Oh, they love you out there. They love a funny, handsome Brit.
Yes. A what?
So good luck.
A funny,
handsome Brit. No, I'm joking. You're very funny and very handsome.
Thank you so much.
I'm very, very proud of you. I am.
Bless you. Well, I'm very proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you. Take it. I am. Take it.
How do you want me to take it?
Take it as a compliment. I'm proud of you. You've done so well and you work so hard.
Bless you. Well, that's very kind of you. Can I ask, can we just have a little amnesty in etiquette world? When people, I get it, you don't need to have gone to finishing school, you don't need to have read an etiquette book or sort of come from any sort of background where you have been taught etiquette. But if you are this happened to me the other day and it was super awkward. I was in a meeting and someone came into the meeting. I knew who I was meeting, obviously, because that was who I was meant to be seeing. Someone came in and said, "Oh, hello, I'm Susan." Let's just say, for sake of argument, "Hello, I'm Susan." And I said, "Oh, hello, Susan," but then didn't tell me who she was. And actually, it turns out Susan's actually the entire major boss of the company, and it would have been, in that instance, helpful for me to know.
No, everyone from the cleaner to the CEO is the same, William.
No, yes, I completely agree, but it would also be I know we live in a sort of a label-free zone, and I'm all for that to a certain extent, but either the people that I was actually meeting with to go, "Susan is the CEO," for example, so at least I can contextualise who that person is. Because I also didn't know what to say. I was like, "Hello, Susan." And what? It was all very awkward. So when you introduce yourself, especially in a business context, but also it works socially, you need to say, "I'm Susan, I am Derek's wife," for example, or "I work with Jordan," or "I am," just give a little bit of information so we know who you are. Because I think it helps. And people are terrible at introducing themselves.
Yeah. I actually do agree with you there. People are quite bad at introducing
remember
themselves.
the day that you Yeah, well, good.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
That's good advice.
Thank you.
That is
If
good.
nothing else, I think actually of all the etiquette stuff, if people just did that, I'd be very happy.
Okay.
You all right?
No, I'm hungover.
Yeah.
That's Hair It Dog, that. Let me have another one.
Oh, is this going to be another one of those episodes?
I'm getting flashbacks of last night. I don't know why I stayed out till 9:30.
9:30 at night?
I seen Hairy John.
Okay.
Do you remember Hairy John?
Well, I've never met Hairy John, but I know all about him.
All right, George, good to see you, pal. How's it going in that London? I went, yeah, it's all right.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Any more?
No, all good. What's the etiquettemology this week, please?
Well, this was inspired by you. So if you're going to be rude about it, just remember I've only researched this because you asked for it.
Okay.
But I've got a question for you before the break.
Okay.
How many days does a year have?
365.
Well, Jordan, you should have asked me which era I was referring. Because a year didn't always have 365 days a year and wasn't always for 12 months. And after the break, I will welcome you into the weird world of calendars.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etiquettemology of the week. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Love it. Okay, so
Calendars.
Now, just cast your mind back. Why I'm doing this is because when we were doing the Vatican City, I think, and all that, and the gift shop, I made some reference to the Julian calendar, and you were like, "What's that?" Oh, calendars weren't always like we have, so thus this has inspired this one.
Okay.
Okay, so
How's this etiquette?
you asked for it.
You're so easy. You're so easy.
Well, in 2 weeks' time, we've got Jordan's etiquettemology, don't we?
Oh, yeah, what am I doing again?
Well, you've got 2 weeks to worry about it. Anyway, in 1752, something peculiar happened in Britain. In that year, coincidentally, on the 2nd of September, it's a great day because it's my birthday, it was followed in that year by the 14th of September. But why? Well, it's because we had changed calendars. The 2nd of September in 1752 was the day that Great Britain adopted the Gregorian calendar. It also happened in America because America was a British colony at the time. The Gregorian calendar was introduced by Pope Gregory XIII in October 1582 to formalise leap years and adapt the year to a solar year of 365.2422 days. Whilst similar in many ways to the Julian calendar, it replaced, Julian obviously named after Julius Caesar, as I said a few weeks ago, it corrected a mistake made in the Julian calendar, which had set the year as 365.25 days. Are you with me? Which meant over centuries, the days of Easter began to drift away from observed events like the lunar equinoxes that we used to set its date. You asked for this! Whilst most Catholic countries adopted the new Gregorian calendar in the 1500s, other countries like Britain and its territories did not until the aforementioned 1752. And this meant that someone writing from Britain to someone in Russia, who did not adopt the Gregorian calendar until the 1900s, might put two dates on their letter, one corresponding to the British date and one to the Russian date, to save confusion. Well, we all look forward to Jordan's in 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
You asked for
Okay.
That was actually quite interesting.
Right. So how many months did we have before in the Julius Clary calendar, whatever it's called?
The Julian calendar. Well, it was set on 365 point.
Yeah, but did they have months? When was the new year?
Well, the new year was in March, as we said a few weeks ago.
So it was in March?
Yeah.
What did they do on New Year's Eve then?
Well, they had a New Year's Eve, but it wasn't New Year's Eve on the 31st of December, was it? It would have been in March.
What did Jules Holland do?
Jules Holland, funnily enough, I know he's older than us, but he's not that old. He was not born.
So they'd have Christmas, and then they'd have like that limbo week all the way up to March. Is that how it worked?
Right.
Because that's a long week. I love limbo week.
Well, you want to go back to the 1700s.
So why did we decide to bring the new year in?
Well, because then we could fix the date of Easter and things like that.
And why do we still put the clocks forward and back? Apparently that's for farmers.
Well, why don't you research that for your etiquettemology?
I will. I'll do that next time. Oh, right. Okay, we won't do that.
We can't wait for the fascinating history of that.
I will do a very good etiquettemology.
Bring it on.
Okay, that was quite interesting, but I think you put in the boring stuff and not enough, because like, when was the New Year? When did they celebrate the New Year? And why do clocks go forward and back?
Well, that's got nothing to do with the calendar.
That's a calendar, isn't it? It's all to do with farmers. I think they should sack that off. Clocks going forward and back. It messes me up. Being on these hours, it messed me up all week.
Well, surely you prefer it now because it's lighter and brighter and easier to get.
Yeah. But keep it at that.
Okay.
Not in the winter, and then it gets darker. Oh God! And it's for farmers. It's like they've got big lights on tractors now.
Well, maybe when we get to October, when the clocks fall backwards, I will do that one.
Okay.
If this feature's still running.
All right. Okay. Shall we go to some questions and dilemmas?
Oh, not a moment too soon, Jordan.
Remember, if you need our help with something, then do get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com. You can DM us or at sextedmyboss on the socials. Go on if you've always wanted to get in touch, if you've always thought about it. Chances are we'll probably read it out. You can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply in one of our luxury greeting cards of executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com.
I spent a lot of my weekend responding to people.
You did, and thank you for that birthday card. Who was it from again?
I forget, but I sent you a picture of it going, they've sent you this birthday card in.
It was lovely, so thank you. Can you remember the name?
No, but I can find it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think we've got, for next week, we're going to do some of the handwritten responses as well. Because we haven't done them for a while.
Take you ages to read the handwritten ones.
People write, if they're going to do it, they commit. They write decent length letters. Some of them just do sort of a couple of, Jordan, happy birthday, love, Bob.
I haven't wrote a letter for it. Oh, I tell a lie, I did. I wrote one to Hillary Whitehall recently.
Well, there we go. Nice.
She sent me, do you know what she sent me? We were on a podcast.
Yeah.
She sent me one of those book things that Michael has. What are they called?
Oh,
book tags?
Book plates.
Book plates.
Yes.
And she sent me some. She sent me, said, I was in Australia and I seen these in a bookshop, and she sent me a pack of them. So I sent her a lovely card.
Is that so you can put them in going, this belongs to Jordan?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I've got 2 books out at the moment. Conclave and the Bee Thing. I need them back.
2 books out? What, are you running a library?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Do you really... Because actually, once I've read a book, unless it's excellent or a reference book, I don't mind where it goes.
No, I like them.
No.
I like showing people in my library. It's not a library, it's a study with a bookshelf in.
1 or 2 bookshelves in.
Shut up. We're not doing
You've got a
this.
great book collection.
I do.
Honestly.
Thank
You're
you.
very well read.
Who would have thought?
Thank you. It is.
This first response is from John in New York.
He's got one of my books.
Ben? No, he doesn't.
Alone in Berlin.
Never read that one.
No. Oh, no, Catch 22.
That was a gift for my...
What?
That was a gift for my birthday.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I want it back. I've not read it.
You can have it back.
Oh,
I think it went to the charity shop.
You what? It was a Penguin Classic, that. Not cheap, them, I would have had that. I've not read it.
I can't believe you've just accused me of that.
Shithouse. Absolute shithouse.
This is from John in New York. Hi, William, Jordan and the Sexted team. My boyfriend and I love to travel, but we have very different budgets. While I'm not fussed about our different financial situations, it becomes a problem when booking flights. I can usually afford business class, but not for 2, and he wouldn't want me to pay for him anyway. Is it completely heartless to put myself into business and leave him in economy or premium economy? Just to be clear, this is for long-haul international flights, not domestic US ones. It only comes up once a year, but it always causes a bit of tension.
It's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one because I get your boyfriend doesn't want you paying for him, so I appreciate that. And you can afford business class and you want to be there. And I don't know how tall you are. I don't know how long these flights are, whether you're doing like 19-hour flights or it's 6 hours where you can cope. So but also it's a holiday together.
Yeah.
And you probably want to experience it together. Could a compromise be on the longer flight, because one of them is normally longer, that's when you say goodbye.
Yeah.
Maybe at the end of the holiday when you're bored of each other. And on the way out when it's, the excitement of a holiday, which gate shall we go to? That, I won't do the story again. Oh, God. That is where you're together.
I think that's good advice. If he's cool with it, then it's all right. I personally won't be able to do that. I think it's a bit harsh, but maybe you try and say, look, save up some money for him or help him save and maybe go halves on the upgrade. Yeah, it's a real tricky one because I personally wouldn't do it, but if he's all right with it, then fine. He must be earning some good if he's going business.
Well, America, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's only 6 hours to New York.
Yeah, but maybe they're not. But they live in New York, so he's not going to New York.
6 hours is.
Yeah, but he could be going to Bali or something. A long flight. You never know.
Fair enough. All right, next one. I hope that's helped.
Hope it's helped. Yes, this is from Ryan. G'day, William and Jordan. Wonder where they're from. I recently had a French girl move into my shared house. We get along well, but when she has her French friends over, they speak entirely in French. How dare they? As the only English speaker in the room, I end up feeling really left out. What's the correct etiquette here? Is there a polite way to ask them to include me in the conversation? Do you know what you could do? Quite passive-aggressive. Open up a language learning app and loudly start learning French in front of them. Then they'll get the hint.
I'm so sorry to our French listeners, right? But it is the most horrible language to listen to.
It's the language of love.
Oh, no. I was on a plane, right, behind these 4 French lads.
On behalf of the entirety of France and French-speaking countries.
And I love what they've brought to the world. And I'm sorry, but after an hour, it's...
No.
In me ear hole for an hour.
That's Dutch.
No, it was so annoying. It was... I love the French, but oh my God, I couldn't cope. If I had like a is that offensive? I don't mean
Well, no, because that's not how the French sound.
It's like really phlegmy as a language, isn't it?
No. It's not.
I just feel sorry that you've got to listen. It is beautiful, but...
Okay, to help Ryan, let's remove the fact it's French. They are speaking another language that Ryan doesn't speak. There's a group of them. Ryan is the only person that doesn't speak that language. I would say yes. If they do that sort of just for the odd... It's not French. If they do that for the odd sentence, okay, fair enough. Force of habit. But I think ideally if you're sort of getting together as a group of friends or as housemates, you all want to be speaking the same language.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think it is in general if people in the house or you're at a dinner or something and everyone's speaking in a different language, you think that's quite rude?
Oh, yeah.
But then their argument is they want to speak in their mother tongue.
Well, then don't invite Ryan in their plans. If you know you've got someone that doesn't speak your language, it's rude to exclude one. Now, Ryan, if there is someone else that doesn't speak French with you that you can have a conversation with and then they all drift into French, I would say that is less rude. But the whole point of manners is you don't want to single one person out.
My French teacher, she was lived all over the world, spoke about 5 languages. Which is great.
It's good for a French
teacher. And I'll never forget this. She said she doesn't know if she's English, French, German, Dutch, whatever the other languages. But she said she dreams in English.
Does she?
Yeah, and I thought that was lovely. I just thought that was beautiful. She told me that in year 10 and it stuck with me. Yeah. She said I can speak on different phone calls and stuff. And I think her husband was a different language, so they talked. But she said, I always dream in English.
Gosh.
I apologise about the French. I didn't mean it as... I was just next to 4 really phlegmy French lads on a flight once and found it quite annoying. They were pissed as well.
Well, I would imagine that is more the alcohol speaking than the French tongue.
It is the language of love. And I'm sure the French have probably got a lot to say about my accent as well.
Yes, they won't be able to understand it,
exactly.
But they've got a lot to say about it.
I love you, French. Vive la France.
Vive la France. Yes, Ben?
Do you not think, obviously in this situation, in your own home, speaking your own language, is actually acceptable? Is that...
Yes. Well, yeah, when you're on your own or with other people, but when you've got someone else there and you're sort of hanging out as a group of housemates, that's when it becomes rude. Regardless of whether Ryan speaks English, German, French, you all want to include, personally.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree. This is from Anonymous now. Hi, both. I'm just listening to your Help, He's a Suitcase Shagger episode where Jordan mentions his mum being the worst backseat driver. Well, my husband is a police officer, so imagine driving with him next to you. It's our biggest argument. He constantly reminds me of speed limits and every car braking ahead, even though I've never had a ticket in my life.
That's the worst, when they say brake.
Now, just to wind him up, I set the cruise control to 72 miles per hour on dual carriageways. He keeps lowering it to 69. I've told him it's more dangerous fiddling with the controls while I'm driving. Absolutely. So what do I do? Set it to 70 to keep the peace, or keep being stubborn at 72 just to annoy him?
Just remember the rules. If they're driving, they're driving. The driver's in charge.
You should, whether you're a police officer or not,
yes.
You should not touch the steering wheel, the gear stick, the handbrake, the indicators, anything, unless you're asked to.
Yeah. Even if he's a cop or not, you're in charge, and tell him to wind his neck in.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a backseat driver. Oh, God.
No. Or a front seat driver in this case. But yeah, obviously, I wouldn't speed. We're not going to endorse that. I would keep to 70. And 69 would annoy a lot of people because it's not a nice even number. 68 would be fine for some people.
Take this as you will. I thought this the other day, when we come back from Devon. You're a good driver. But
I can feel a butt coming.
But a very camp driver.
I don't know what you mean.
No, you were very prim and proper. You had your little... I'm surprised you didn't have driving gloves.
Oh, I used to.
I know. Yeah. And you were very prim and proper. Sat up straight, steering wheel like that.
Well, actually, the steering wheel was like that, actually, not like that.
And you were very, a bit very... And I know you're going to like this. Very Penelope pit stop on Wacky Races.
Thank you.
You were like...
I was not doing my lipstick. Thank you very much.
He's giving Penelope pit stop today, isn't he?
Yes, I'm in pink.
I noticed when we reversed out the services, you didn't put your arm over the seat like a dad. That's what I've started doing when you get to 30. Like that. And I bet your dad never used to say, when he was reversing, he used to get your heads down. Jordan, get your fucking big daft head down. That's what he used to say to us. Move your big daft head. But your dad never used to say that.
No, we had cameras. So you just look at the camera.
When you see my mum, she tells the best story.
Yeah.
Tell her to tell you the pork pie story.
Okay. Should I voice note her and say, Wendy, tell me the pork pie story?
I can't. Long story cut short.
Yeah.
We used to have a Rover Montego. So two of us used to sit in the boot. The boot used to turn into a... anybody else got a Rover Montego? Get in touch, because I
think no one's got a Rover now.
The two of us used to sit in the boot, and then they'd be in the back. And my dad went to get some petrol, and we were all in the back, starving, right? And he went into the petrol station, come out, and he was chomping a pork pie. And my mum went mad at him, so he set off, and she whacked the pork pie out of his hand, and he reversed back to go and get it in the middle of the road. I've done the story no justice, but she tells it so good. She nearly divorced him.
Right.
There and then. But she tells it great.
Okay. Well, lovely. I can't wait to hear it. Another anonymous one. No, I can't. That was my sincere voice. Another anonymous one. Dear William and Jordan.
I'll pull over and leather the lot of you. But you never got that, did you?
No.
I'll give you the best pasting of your life. Go on.
My daughter's made friends with a girl at school whose mum is ridiculously posh and clearly not a fan of the rest of us parents. The other day, my daughter wanted to hand out some mini eggs to her friends, so we went shopping. And as it was a nice day, we delivered them during our dog walk.
Oh.
We got to this girl's house, and just as we were about to walk down the drive, my massive dog dropped the biggest turd I'd ever seen.
Oh, God.
I scooped it into a poo bag and put it in my dog walking bag, not wanting to turn up holding a literal bag of shit. My daughter handed over the egg, the girls chatted, and the mum was, predictably, icily polite. But the smell, ... it was unreal.
Ugh.
I hurried us away, and when I got to the nearest bin, I realised the bag had split, and the actual poo smeared on my hand.
Oh, God.
I rushed home to wash up, only to discover I must have tucked... Oh, it gets worse. I must have tucked my hair behind my ear at some point with the poo hand and was fashioning a streak of brown on my cheek.
No, God.
So now I'm wondering, what's the etiquette for accidentally turning up to someone's house with smelly shit on your face, especially when they already don't like you? Do I apologise or pretend it never happened?
I always say pretend it never happened, but for that one, I think you probably should say it.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, actually. Oh,
you just
God.
have to sit your daughter down and go, you're probably never going round for a play date at their house.
Yeah. Oh, that is the worst. Dog shit is the worst. It's one that probably why I'd love a dog, but I could never. Do you have to pick up Diego's? Well, I hope you do.
I do have to pick up Diego's poo.
Yes, because I think that's the law.
Cat does it. We both do it.
Oh, I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine you picking up dog shit.
No, that's one of the reasons is putting me off getting a dog.
It's in the garden as well.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. When I go on dog walks with friends and the dog, it makes me feel it's an ick.
Can't we now?
Can we not breed a dog that doesn't do a poo?
I know. Can't we now bring dogs that just go to the toilet, a doggy toilet or something? They wipe their own arse. Oh God.
Yeah, or be like a cat. cat takes care of itself.
No, cat shit's the worst. I used to cat sit in London.
That
was the smelliest cat.
In other poo-related news,
it stunk. It once come in. I was halfway through an enchilada. I was starving. It come in, looked at me, did this biggest shit in cat litter and put me, and it stunk for it. I couldn't get rid of it all weekend. It put me off my enchilada.
I bet it did. In other poo-related news, in the time we were waiting in the studio for you, Zofia thinks she found a rat poo.
It was a stone.
She says it's a stone, which I think she's saying to be polite because she knows that I will never come in the studio ever again, and that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
but
don't mention that stuff. Yeah, it was definitely a stone. It was a Malteser.
No, it wasn't that big.
Hey, what about those rats in Birmingham? You won't be going there anytime soon, will you?
What? I've not seen this story.
Oh, God. Bit old now, but there's Birmingham bin men on strike. Apparently, rats the size of cats.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Oh, let's fingers crossed for a Sheffield rat story.
Yeah. And rats are getting out of hand, aren't they?
Yes, they are, particularly in New York.
But I thought they culled them.
Well, ironically, in New York, they're doing lots, because I've done a lot of reading up about this, having spent quite a lot of time over there and seen quite a few. They are giving rats contraception pills, which, of course, a lot of people are up in arms with. Even rats can get free contraception, but not other people in New York, which is a bit unfair.
Okay.
They have a rat czar to try and curtail rats. To be fair, I didn't see any on my last trip, but I also think that's because it was freezing cold.
Oh, God.
I have seen 2 recently in the last week, and I did not have a panic attack.
I never see them. I never see.
It's because you're not scared of them.
I know, because that's why, like, if I lived in a country of snakes, I'd probably see them all the time.
You would absolutely see them all the time.
I never see any rats, and I'm out and about all the time.
Oh.
I couldn't sleep at night knowing there were snakes about and stuff.
No. Well, don't move.
Don't you dare.
And finally, one from Libby in rat-infested Birmingham. Hi, William and Jordan. Back in 2012, I was doing my beauty therapy course and being assessed on a pedicure. Midway through, I clipped a client's toenail and it landed on my lip. Ooh. Panicking and terrified I'd fail if I made a fuss, I somehow decided the best thing to do was to hide it in my mouth. I quickly moved it in with my top lip, but then realised I had no idea what to do next.
Oh my God, that's fucking awful.
So I swallowed it.
Oh, why are you telling us? I'm too hungover for dog shit and toenails. Oh, Jesus.
I passed the assessment, but honestly, how do I get over the trauma of digesting a stranger's toenail? That's what therapy's for, basically.
I love the fact that you're writing into us about that, and it's still clearly haunting you. What? 10 years later, longer, 15 years later, 13. That's happened. Hear me out. Toenail clippings are lethal. Sometimes you need, you clipped your toenails.
Well, yes.
Sometimes they can ping everywhere, can't they?
They can. How do you do it?
Well,
do you have a position you go into?
Yeah, I get on all fours. What do you mean? You just do that, don't you? Tongue out. Clip.
Okay.
I've got for Christmas. I got a very nice little nail clipping set.
Yes, nice.
And it was
with
really
little
nice. It's got
nail file.
One of those little blackhead things as well. One of those little.
Why has that got on a nail kit?
It's in all sorts. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't cut my fingernails off. I have to bite them.
What?
I don't.
That's not good.
It goes through me.
Do you go and have manicures?
No, I've never had a manicure. I want a pedicure. My hobbit feet are even a hobbit would say those are gopping.
Right.
So I need to get them sorted. The soles of my feet
are
just...
watch out, beauticians everywhere.
The soles of my feet are just... I mean, I take good care. I wash and stuff. Do you wash your legs in shower?
Do I wash my legs?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, by definition of a shower, everything gets washed.
Because some people don't. They just do that. Do you not?
Yeah, I run... Yeah.
I have a scrunchie.
I've got a scrub.
Do you have I have a scrunchie.
A scrunchie? What, like a granny?
Everywhere.
Please tell me you wear a shower cap in the shower.
I don't wear a shower cap. No, my mum does. My mum uses... Do you know those things builders put on their feet? My mum gets a box of them and uses them as disposable shower caps.
Why doesn't she just get disposable shower caps?
Because she says they're cheaper.
Right.
You know those, when you see...
but when you go around someone's house, you put
builders put blue things on the shoes or when you walk around a pool. Yeah. Yeah, she uses them as shower caps.
Yeah.
No, not after they've been used. Just as a box of them. But also, a scrunchie I cannot recommend enough. You'll often see me at an airport, because I always forget it. I have to go to Boots and get a scrunchie for my holiday. Lather myself up, right? And you wash your legs. I don't know how normal people shower without them, because loads of people, everyone should have one, because your shower gel don't lather up right, does it?
I mean, I've had this conversation on the Luxury podcast. It is like sitting opposite the same person.
Does he agree? Has he got a scrunchie?
He does not like... No, but he doesn't like shower gel. He likes a bar of soap.
Oh,
this is Jonathan we're talking
I bet he's imperial leather, isn't he?
He's not imperial leather.
He likes a bar of soap.
Or as I genuinely thought it was called until very recently, imperial lather.
No, it's imperial leather.
No, well, I know that now.
Just get imperial lava soap at Christmas.
No, because it's got that silly little sticker on it that catches. Oh, I hate it.
That and talc, you never really see anymore, do you?
No, talc's gone out of fashion.
Probably because of cancerous reasons.
Oh, is it a carcinogenic?
There was something about that, weren't there? Yeah.
Okay, we don't use talc anymore. Thank you, everyone, for your questions and dilemmas.
Yeah, remember you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday. And on the next episode, William's opened up his sack of handwritten letters, and we're hearing about your bad luck charms.
Ooh. See you on Friday.
See you on Friday.